With a gentle companion, find the wisdom to love yourself better. Today, we're diving into Jennifer Shannon's book, The Monkey Mind Workout for Uncertainty. This book aims to help us escape the monkey mind and conquer anxiety. Let's explore the key insights and practical advice it offers. First, let's discuss why you fall into the abyss of anxiety. What is the essence of anxiety? Anxiety is a steady dose of stress hormones that make you feel anxious and worried. Essentially, these anxieties are prescriptions written by our own brains, demanding a constant infusion into our systems. Trying to resist only makes things worse. Next, let's define monkey mind. The term monkey mind comes from an old saying, often used to describe anxiety, restlessness, and other similar emotions. For thousands of years, sages have compared the human mind to a monkey, jumping from one thought to another, never satisfied, never resting. So, how is anxiety created? When the amygdala senses a threat, it raises the alarm to the nearby hypothalamus and adrenal glands, triggering a new wave of anxiety. Everything you experience, what you see, hear, smell, touch, feel, or think, passes through the amygdala. Each experience is instantly scanned for threats. If a threat is detected, the amygdala sounds the alarm to the hypothalamus and adrenal glands, which in turn send hormonal and neural signals to your sympathetic nervous system, flooding your body with stress hormones and activating survival mode. Anxiety hijacks our brains, preventing us from enjoying higher-level functions we're naturally capable of. The inability to relax, experience joy, or pursue dreams indicates that our safety alarm system is overused. Life is constantly infused with a low dose of negativity. This is anxiety. While we survive, our lives lack abundance. So, how do we cope with anxiety? Through cognitive behavioral therapy, as CBT for short, we can improve our response to monkey alarms, maintaining a clear mind and appropriate actions. In CBT, we call this process distancing. Over time, you'll develop a separation between the part of you that overreacts to potential threats and the rational part that notices your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations and learns to override them. This book will teach you how to improve your response to monkey alarms so you can maintain clarity and take appropriate action even when hijacked by monkey mind alarms. Anxiety is triggered by the monkey mind's thought patterns, which have 3 assumptions: intolerance of uncertainty, perfectionism, and over-responsibility. The monkey mind is characterized by constantly anticipating difficulties, leading to compulsive checking and over-planning. Staying on high alert causes immense stress and anxiety. Constantly anticipating difficulties leads to compulsive checking, like repeatedly checking if the door is locked or if the appliances are off. It also leads to over-planning, scheduling even weekends and holidays down to the minute. In the perfectionist monkey mind, you must hit the mark every time, with no room for error. Any result less than perfect is a failure. Perfectionists strive to be the best, believing that being the best will shield them from criticism. They constantly worry about whether they've made a good impression on others. Our social lives feel like a house of cards. One sneeze, and everything collapses. Over-responsible individuals fear damaging relationships, pouring their sense of duty into those they can't afford to upset, ultimately neglecting themselves. They struggle to differentiate between what they can control and what they can't. Even if you have a strong personal stake in a conflict, if the solution is beyond your control, it's not your responsibility. To break the cycle of anxiety, you must learn to respond to it wisely. Once you learn to respond wisely, rather than simply reacting, you'll not only handle anxiety better, but also unlock infinite possibilities. Monkey mind thrives on 2 types of safety strategies: behavioral and mental. Behavioral strategies include compulsive checking, over-planning, making lists, and over-responsibility. Mental strategies include worrying, distraction, and trying to relax. 2 criteria for identifying safety strategies are: they provide only temporary relief and recur repeatedly. They divert you from your goals or values. Change these strategies to break the cycle of anxiety and start a new journey. Once we identify what causes our pain, we gain the power to change it. When you stop feeding the monkey, the impact of collective monkey mind diminishes. If the cycle of anxiety continues, your choices become very limited. The first step to breaking the cycle is shifting the monkey mind's assumptions, such as changing I must be 100% certain, to I am willing to face uncertainty. Expansion strategies allow you to counteract monkey mind perceptions with new experiences and reinforce new thought patterns. For example, Maria decides not to search for any medical information online for a week. Eric sets a precise deadline for his decisions. Samantha stops calling to check on people. These are practical applications of expansion strategies. Negative emotions are necessary feelings we must handle as we grow. Face these necessary feelings and emotions with new responses, seeing them as something tolerable rather than signals of trouble or calls to action. The welcome breath technique is an effective way to practice new expansion thought patterns. Find an uncomfortable spot and consciously direct your breath to that area. Imagine a fresh, healing breeze soothing the discomfort. If you feel the urge to fight or flee but face no direct threat, it's a false alarm. Welcome these feelings, and they'll dissipate naturally. Don't worry about situations that cause discomfort. They'll find you. These situations are opportunities because you need to face them to grow. Recording your practice with the welcome mindset can be very helpful. Eric's anxiety cycle is a prime example. He worries that firing an employee will cost him friends, business, and leave him isolated. Using a 5-step method, he tackles the problem. Identify the issue, list solutions, analyze the short and long-term effects of each solution, choose the best solution and implement it, then evaluate the implementation. This method alleviates anxiety. The monkey is a manifestation of natural forces. The more you resist, the stronger and more enduring the pressure. You need to give the monkey ample opportunity to express itself without judging or reacting to it. This creates a healthier distance between you and the monkey. Set aside a specific time each day to worry. Use an alarm or schedule this time in your calendar. Find a place where you won't be disturbed. Set a timer for 10 to 20 minutes, and let yourself worry to your heart's content. Handling worry isn't just a mental exercise, but a full body workout. Use tools like the welcome breath and wanting more alongside thanking the monkey and designated worry time. The joy of self-expression also brings trouble. The cost of creativity is being judged. If we can't tolerate the primal fear triggered by others' judgments, we'll be mentally prepared for their critiques. Whether you're an artist or an accountant, will you live by the monkey's values or your own? We're all artists practicing the art of living. Circle the values that resonate most with you and write your value list to keep handy for future reference. By finding the right values, Maria, Eric, and Samantha successfully practiced expansion exercises. For instance, Maria is willing to endure more anxiety in the short term to cultivate a more expansive mindset. Creating plans helps us understand and practice our values better. When you have plans and goals, even the smallest anxiety-inducing situations become opportunities to expand your life. Begin with level 1 challenges, choosing situations that don't threaten survival. Low-risk scenarios are less likely to trigger unbearable anxiety, making it easier to implement new expansion thought patterns and strategies. Enjoying imperfection involves recognizing that while we do some things well and others poorly, these don't reflect our worth as individuals. Mistakes, judgments, and criticisms are signs that we've taken risks and seized growth opportunities. If you need to keep things under control, practice acceptance, flexibility, and resilience. Living in the present is more important than spending time predicting the future. Those who feel responsible for the health and happiness of their loved ones need to cultivate healthy, autonomous values. Living without over-responsibility involves recognizing that everyone is responsible for their own lives and choices, and the consequences of their actions aren't your problem. The importance of positive attention cannot be overstated. Preschoolers need attention. If they don't get positive attention, they'll settle for negative attention and even seek it out. You need to praise yourself. In this exercise, you're both the teacher and the student, the player and the coach. As a teacher, you set goals and plans, allowing yourself as a student to engage in psychological and behavioral expansion training. Evaluate your practice process rather than the results. Did you follow your values? Did you cultivate and apply expansion thought patterns and strategies? These are within your control, and focusing on them leads to new experiences and growth. Verifying against the expansion plan isn't the only way to get positive self-feedback. For instance, I might grade patients and say, "Great job, you earned a point." Praise makes all the hard work seem easier and fuels your practice. Don't be too hard on yourself. Let giving and receiving praise be part of your practice. An expansion lifestyle is a lifelong journey. What it looks like to live without the monkey mind's constraints is something you'll discover for yourself. Your habit of second-guessing your stock choices might be replaced by an annual review of your investments. Stop trying to control anxiety, and the cycle will break. Without a supply, the monkey mind starves. When you stop feeding the monkey, feelings of anxiety and worry naturally decrease. Changing your mindset is not like changing clothes. It requires practice and persistence. With repeated new experiences, your old perfectionism, need for certainty, and over-responsibility will dissolve. When you're no longer limited by the monkey's safety illusions and become more resistant to perceived threats, you can start taking necessary risks to achieve greater personal goals. Maria reports feeling less physically uncomfortable now. As we become more tolerant of ourselves, we also learn to empathize with others. Through practice, Eric becomes more confident, clear-headed, and honest, making him a better boss. When you're well practiced in handling setbacks and building resilience, you're ready for life's ups and downs. Samantha's son was hospitalized, just as she feared. Eric had to fire an employee and lost a friend as a result. Maria faced symptoms requiring medical attention. As you continue to welcome all emotions and feelings with deep breaths, you'll experience positive emotions you've never felt before. Pain and joy flow through the same veins in your body, sharing the same pathways to your brain. That's all for today. I hope you find inspiration. When you adapt to anxiety, peace and presence become easily attainable. Free from the monkey mind's should assumptions, you fully immerse in the present, skillfully letting necessary emotions flow freely. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.